What is up, my dudes? It's Pac-Man here, and today I wanted to bring you guys another brand new episode of Or6 Analysis, the show where I take your footage and show you where to best improve. So today we're checking out my man Exo Sacred. I currently just moved over to PC since Christmas time, but yeah, was previously a veteran on the PS4 or the Xbox. I'm not sure which one he said. Currently playing around mid-silver. And yeah, just looking to see kind of what his game style looks like and how that's gonna work on PC in comparison to console. And yeah, hopefully I can give you some tips on the game style and mechanics and everything like that, and get you in the right direction. And for any of you guys that don't know who I am, my name is Pac-Man. I'm an Or6 content creator. I kind of specialize, I should say, in coaching newer players or just different players. And I do tutorial videos and stuff like that. And yeah, so thank you to the Knights for having me on for another video. I appreciate that. But we're playing Oregon. You're on the Jaeger. Straight into it. Nice smooth transition there. If you didn't notice. So the first thing that I noticed is you're playing a little bit isolated here. You're in a position that's just like it's just a bit random. You're obviously playing on Z, so it's not too bad in the end of the day. But it's just yeah, there's no one to trade you in that respect. And if it's already happening in the first 30 seconds of round one, it's probably going to be something that continues to happen throughout the game. But being in a tradable position is incredibly important, especially the higher up you go, because there's nothing more frustrating than having one of your teammates die immediately and just having no one there with the ability to trade them. It's falls on the person that's actually been killed there and not put himself in a place where he can be traded for the most part anyway. So that's just something that strikes me straight away. And let's see if it happens throughout. We're going for a cheeky little lurk down here on Freezer Stairs. On the Freezer Stairs. So you got the Ella down here. Now you guys are kind of there, ready to trade each other. Psych. you're gonna dip back. Looks like the bandit's gone down in attic or big tower. So it looks like the Frost has just got a pick. Again, you're kind of just in this random position, just waiting on someone. The enemy team doesn't seem to be doing a lot of droning, which doesn't surprise me too much, to be honest with you. But if they were to be doing correct droning and taking the correct map control, positions like this will be exposed, right? For sure. You just get caught out, and they just pinch you or cut you off. It looks like we're gonna rotate back up now.
There's a punch hole from Trophy. Watch out for that.
Punch hole from Trophy. Nice. You find the ace. Straight away, it sort of looks like the mechanics have already been improved. Looks like you've had a bit of practice, my mans. Okay, so at this point, let's pause and take a look at this, right? So at this point, the bandit is on a sliver of health right there. He's not getting picked up. There's no way, especially with someone by this window that low health. All right, so he's not getting picked up. It's three alive against two. The other team, we know one is at least outside of this window. So what I would like to see at this point is, for one, I'd like to see that Ella rotate back up the way that you just came, like up main stairs and then through Trophy. But I would also like to see a little bit of patience. And like I said, get into those positions where you can trade each other, because you have the man advantage at this point. So you're good to go. You're good to go. As long as you go 1 for 1, you win the round, right? And that's how you close out rounds, like realistically. But look, it's not something that everyone does, so let's see how it plays out. Yeah, yeet. Just as I say it, when you're talking about just be patient, just get into a position that's tradable. You just absolutely send it. So the problem with this though is that if they throw a drone through here, you do have that hatch to rotate out of, but I'm pretty sure they can cut the hatch. But in the same way, it's a dodgy enough little position, because it's kind of you're a little bit isolated, right? You're a little bit cut off. It's going to be hard for anyone to, really. It's going to be hard for someone to trade you if they kill you. But it's also just a position that you're kind of stuck here now, right? For the most part. But yeah, again, let's see how it plays out. So hopefully they don't drone, especially if they have a cheeky nade. Nade comes over the top. Dead. So you got yourself close to the hatch, which is good because you're ready to rotate. You're a bit exposed to this kind of line of sight here from Trophy now, if someone was to rotate around. But yeah. Sounds like there's one straight still at the window. At B_spaghetti. Hello. So that sledge has just decided to absolutely send it.
Oh, you said jump out window.
That's unfortunate.
Nah, he had jumped from that point.
Did he say? I'm pretty sure he did say jump out. You guys got the job done anyway. Pretty sure he did say jump out.
Jump out the attic window.
Yeah, he kind of did.
Oh, you said jump out.
I would have sent it too. But again, it's just, you know, it's your own thing. I get it. Like, at the end of the day, you guys you're up. You're trying to, you know, just get a bit flashy, get some frags. But it's not the best thing because you do just put yourself into a harder and harder position. Like, I very much prefer to see the fundamentals. But that's just me. Okay, round 2. We're on the Lesion this time. Dude, the T5 is honestly so broken. Like, in my opinion, it's probably the best, I wouldn't say, maybe not the best gun in the game, but God, it's close. It's got to be close. Like, it's definitely in that top tier. Dude, the fire rate is so high, especially with the 1.5. Lesion as it is already a pretty strong operator. But now with this, he's a frag machine, man. That 1.5 fire rate's so high, it's just headshot machine. It's crazy. It's crazy. I called it a while ago to get nerfed again. So, let's see if I was right, but as of yet, it is just OP. Even without the 1.5, just with the holo, it's nasty. But look, enough about the T5. Let's look at the positioning. So even here, man, like this is again just another one of those like it's twice now this has kind of happened. So I just feel like this is probably something that you're doing frequently, right? You're in a position. There's nothing wrong with this position specifically, but just like what I would say is if you're in this spot, just understand your exit routes, right? So that just understand which way that you're going to try and escape, right? If they start droning through, like if drones start pushing through from Z or from garage side, right? And you start shooting a couple drones here, we know at that point you're going to be rotating back through big tower, right? But if the drones start coming from big tower side and they're feeling some pressure, you can either go to try and flank, or if they know you're there and they're pushing you, then I would be rotating back down freezer stairs or back down laundry stairs. So just at least at the minimum, understand your exit routes and know when enough is enough when you're playing in these positions, because you don't have anyone around you to trade. You can take a fight, but if you go down, you just immediately put your team at a disadvantage. Yeah, you can go out there and make the play, but again, when we're talking about defense and fundamentals, positions like this will just kind of get punished, right? Because if I was playing my stack, right, and we seen that there was someone just playing this random position in meeting, like we would probably just hunt you down and try and make it a 5v4, and just frag you out with live droning and live info. So be aware of that does start to happen, especially the further up you go. Potentially not down here, but bad habits are incredibly hard to shake. So the faster you do it, the better. Okay, so we're rotating back down freezer now. So this wall here as well, just FYI, I probably should just have my epic pen out, to be honest, but this wall here, on the left, this left reinforcement, this shouldn't be reinforced. This should be just like a line of sight straight through the middle there, so that if they're pushing freezer pretty hard, you can have some support from the hallway. They can just swing out and peek this little hole here. You can have some support from the little laundry section, a cubby, Harry Potter, whatever it's called, what it used to be called. So in there, so you can just basically support each other. And the same goes if they're not pushing freezer hard, you can have long angles into down the hallway there. You can have angles back onto the main double door at the bottom of laundry stairs. There's loads of different ways that you can approach it. So having this reinforced makes it really, really hard to hold freezer. If the enemy team wants it, they can just kind of have it. Realistically, they can just kind of take it with the right execute. Keep that in mind. That shouldn't be closed. Oh, yeah, good. Okay, so it looks like they've gone for a blue push, but minute 30, the Maestro is picking up mad frags. You're going for a swing. So positions like this as well, just be very cautious, dude. Like, I don't know how clinical it is on like console or whatever, but like on PC, like positions like this, you will get absolutely domed by a cheeky Ash, right? Or an IQ with a G8, just bad, like shit. You're just going to get swung out in positions like this because you're so exposed. And whenever you're holding an angle, if you're hard holding an angle, and what I mean by that is if you're not like ducking and weaving kind of in and out and quick peeking an angle, you're leaving yourself really, really exposed to just having that done to you, having someone swing out. And the power of peeker's advantage is absolutely crazy. It's insane. So just be very, very cautious with that, because you're basically just asking for yourself to be deleted, right? So if you're in this position, try and hold an angle so that it's only a pixel peak that you're looking through, just a really small angle, so that you can, and then if you see someone, then you can swing out and use peeker's advantage to your advantage, rather than this. It's just very exposed, right? I'm pretty sure you can actually hear someone on big tower stairs as well there. Go for a little pick. So the shot is just ever so slightly off, but that's okay. For someone, like I said, for someone that's just supposed to have moved over to PC like a week and a half ago, it looks like you've been playing some PC Siege before, or some keyboard and mouse Siege before. Nicely done there, dude. Again, not overly necessary. It's flashy, it looks good, but it's not something that you need to do, because again, you're kind of just taking these unnecessary risks. And I get it, it's just ranked and you just want to get used to the game and you're fucking, excuse my language, you're just fragging out. But what you do need to be aware of is just like clinical, right? Being clinical, and again, setting these good habits, like something like that. You just don't really need to push that. Because like what happens, he just starts pre-firing, or if he quick peeks around the corner, if he comes back and reach-owls, right, or anything along those lines, like you're just taking a risk that's just not necessary. Especially when you have man advantage, it's all just about trades, and it's incredibly common in the higher levels of Siege. So just try and build yourself into that habit now, and it's going to pay dividends in the future, I promise. Okay, 30 seconds left. The Nomad's picked one. You're holding Laundry. You've got Lesion Mines there. And this position, just for those of you that don't know, like I can tell you've probably played at a decent level of Siege on console. But if you look at this, like, so the angle right now, so if he hears the barbed wire, if my man Sacred hears barbed wire, if he hears one of his Lesion Mines go off, he can use Peeker's advantage to his advantage. Peeker's advantage to his advantage. That sounds weird, doesn't it? But you can use it to your advantage, where you just duck out, quick peek in around the corner and pre-fire it, and try and get a headshot, right? Otherwise, they'll do it to you. They'll just pre-fire. So either hold a pixel peek, like I mentioned before, either hold a pixel peek, or do this, play off sound cues and be ready to quick peek out yourself.
She's still there. That's crazy.
Okay, so she's pushing Freezer, as it seems. It's reinforced up, so now that reinforcement does help, but realistically, you know, you could have had her already dead. Nah, jokes. But she's only got one door to come out, so this should be sweet. Hopefully you can land a nice little shot.
Top shotter.
Well played, bro. Well shot. Okay, round 3. Playing the Echo this time. Bit of a flex. Bit of a flex, you am, man. You play what you feel like.
Get a hatch up there, Ella.
So just a quick little tip. I'll show you in a second, actually. Right here, right? So I don't know if anyone knows, or if you guys know this, but if you actually open this hatch and then you open up the top half of this wall, you can do kind of both of them with one impact grenade. If you literally just throw an impact grenade like right there, it should open the hatch, and then it should open the line of sight as well. You can actually go prone from up here and like have a really long angle to deny the small tower plant. So if they open up the small tower reinforced walls, and then try and go for a plant in the dining, like behind the couch, you can deny it from up on that hatch, which is super, super handy, super useful. And a lot of people tend to just reinforce it, which is an issue. It's not like it's an issue, but it's probably not the way you should play it. You should play with more verticality in mind on this site, because otherwise it's too hard to hold for the most part. Okay, so you don't actually have anyone playing in showers as well. The showers wall's reinforced, and when you're playing, especially when you're not playing with when you're not using verticality on this site, you definitely want to be extended into showers 100% with a couple of deployable shields, maybe one deployable shield and some ADSs, some wire magnets or whatnot, and another shield in here defending this hallway. So really on this site, you're either extending kind of horizontally or vertically. And to be honest, when we play, we do a bit of both. We do a little bit of vertical extension and a little bit of horizontal extension. We're always playing in showers. Yeah, it's just a really, really important position in defending this site. Okay, the Thermite picks up the Maestro. Maestro is just playing some crazy that, my friends, is why you don't try and play cheese spots. Cheese spots, yeah, that's what happens. Don't play the cheese. The Ash has hit the back. She's got one. No, she's got the double. She's hit the back. At this point, bro, you definitely don't want to be on your cams. Just FYI, you really don't. Like, there's 3 dead teammates, right? All 3 of them people, they can happily and easily give you the information that you're looking for here, even though I know you are only duo queued right now, but they can definitely give you this information. They can just relay that info, right? Say Hibana just entered small tower, there's one pushing site, one's pushing you down through security, blah, blah, blah. They can give you that information, and you just need to have your gun up, because right now it's 2v3, and really, because you don't have your gun up, it's technically sort of a 1v3. You can get back onto your cam at any point to deny plant if needs be, but for the most part, I would definitely be... I'd have my gun ready in situations like this. Okay, they shut out your cam. Don't go for the bullet hole, please. Nice. Okay, that's a Blackbeard. Going for a cheeky wallbang. So again, this is even more important. Like, you just really want to be careful with the angles you're holding here. Like this, like again, this is just again touching on what I mentioned before. Just don't hold an angle so hard like this, especially when there's a Blackbeard, dude, because they'll just peek, they'll see you before you see them, and just boop, especially when they have a shield. So even if they miss the first bullet, they still likely kill you. So yeah, just be very cautious of the angles that you're holding.
Blackbeard, he's in sight on the table flip.
Okay, 1v3. Ooh, nice shot. Nice shots. Well played, bro.
Good luck.
Okay, 25 seconds left. She's just in the hallway. So I'm pretty sure it's Yana. So I'd probably even maybe, I don't know, like maybe what I would do maybe in this situation, let's see how you play it anyway, but I might even rotate back out towards the back, right? So rotate small tower and then just play them lines of sight until we know where she's going. Because right now, again, it's just one of those things like, yeah, she won't have the information when she swings. She'll have to try and find you. But yeah, it's just it's an iffy one. Let's see how it goes. Okay, she's rotating small tower. She's rotating big tower. Yes, you probably want to just be playing time now. But even here, bro, you could even go further. Like, you could go deeper. Once you know that she's rotating small tower, you can... Sorry, she's rotating to big tower. You can go back to small tower and even get even further out. I don't think the timing's going to work for her anyway.
Gonna hit the element, hit the element.
Yeah, I don't think the timing's going to work, so well played in that regard, but you could go even further.
Alright, you're good. You won. Nice job.
Well played though, man. Really nice clutch. Let's actually double check on that, because that was kind of nasty, bro. That was kind of nasty.
He's in sight on the...
Okay, so you Blackbeard's in sight. You get the call. Cheeky wallbang. You push out. You see the Thermite going for the plant. You get the kill. You also notice as well, just for everyone, notice how he looks around, right, to try and spot for an enemy team, the other teammate. He's always kind of ready. I shouldn't say he's sacred. You're always kind of ready to act on information and to be refragged, right? So you're expecting the refrag. Yeah, so you take your time. You don't need to kill him straight away. And yeah, well played, man. Okay, 3-0 match point. This time we're playing the G8. We're playing the IQ. First round, the attack. Let's see how the attack goes. Okay, so straight off the bat, it looks like you're going for a cheeky crab. But you see this little camera here. Just FYI for everyone, the reason that my man Sacred now isn't shooting this camera out, isn't getting rid of the camera, is because it's not blue. So he's going for like a little crab, like a little sneaky stroll, try and catch some guys off guard. First round on attack, right? So if he shoots this, it makes the sound cue and it's going to alert them that there's an IQ in the building. Whereas right now, if he doesn't shoot it, it's not necessary anyway because no one's on it. If he doesn't, he keeps that element of surprise. Yikes. That's unfortunate. Okay, so you've had a teammate leave as well or get removed from the match. I would much rather, like, okay, so there's an Electroclaw for you to destroy. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this. Like, I get it. Sometimes it is fun to just do it. and kind of crab walk around and try and catch them off guard. But really, like, you're just preying on enemy team's mistakes. And look at that, right? Like, so I was just going to say, I'd rather see you up there helping the thermite get that wall open. Yeah, you were downstairs getting rid of the electrical. That's fair enough. But I don't know. I would rather see a little bit more structure so the Zofia could come below, or maybe you come below, but the Zofia goes up, or something along those lines. But a little bit more structure is going to pay dividends, definitely, right? So now it's a 5v3, your hard breach is dead, and you're kind of both just down here on Z, and there's not a whole lot going on. What you're doing right now could easily be done by the drone that's in your pocket, right? So you just leave that on the corner and shout out and say, you know, someone watch it, right? So right now with this thermite, you could say, just check out my drone, and they'll just look after Z for you, right? Because now you don't even know what's upstairs, right? Like, because when you do eventually try to go for upstairs, the wall's not open, but you've no information because you weren't acting on that information off the bat. And there you go. And someone's straight in armory. Now you're being exposed. Right now you're exposed to the trophy door swing, right? By that shield. But you kind of pinched here. Like, yeah, it's just. And there was one in master as well, right? Dude, but you were pitched there regardless, and that's because when you kind of do random stuff like that, like, look, realistically, I don't need to tell you this, you probably already know, but for the most part, when you're crab walking around and trying to just take advantage of, you know, weaker opponents for the most part, usually, you just don't get the map control that you need in order to convert attacking rounds. And really, if you just go for a specific push rather than just kind of this random do whatever, just kind of reactive play, you're just going to have far less consistency in your attacking rounds. And, you know, in essence, you're going to lose more games. Okay, match point. 3-1. You're on the ace this time. It's like you heard me. He said, no, Pac-Man, he wants me to play fundamentally. He doesn't want me to you know, G8 goes, brr. I don't even know. I keep trying to make that sound. Brr, brr. It's just like my Irish tongue does not allow it to roll. But yeah, look, it looks like you've noticed. But again, just to FYI, man, like, so right now, let's just go back for a second, just so that everyone can see what I'm about to talk about. So right now, you're punching a hole in garage. You got a Blackbeard that's looking through this window. No droning, obviously. You're the one that should be droning. You and the Habana, the support players, should be the ones that are doing the droning. But you're like, look at where you're entering. You're just going in through garage, right? It's so, like, that's not. It's really just not the correct way to do it, right? There's two main pushes when it comes to Oregon when you're on attack, right? And these two pushes are two pushes you want to get used to prior to, you know, expanding outwards. One is your west side take, where you're going to basically clear from west. You're going to have someone spawn where you guys are now, open up the double doors from the main double doors and cut off rotates. You're just going to basically drone out and take complete map control. Obviously not towards the basement, just drone out first and second floor and get kind of control of everywhere that you need, right? And then you're going to go for a laundry and a freezer split and try and get a plant down that way. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is more of probably like a shorter, like a little, no, I wouldn't say easier, but like a more of a shortcut version, I guess, because you just need to take big tower control, take blue control, and then pinch back and then kind of, yeah, push that way. That's a different split. But this split, so just going in through garage, it's not going to really achieve what you want to achieve because you're probably not going to drone out the things that you need to drone. And even if you are droning, while you're droning, they could just be rotating the other way that your drone's not looking and just easily flank on you. That's why, like, having a more systematic approach to your attacks, it's just can't explain it, man. It's just so much better. And, you know, in silver and, you know, ranks like this, this may very well pay off. Like, it might just work. But as you progress, you just will not get away with it. It's just a reality. Just things like this get punished hard. Okay, so the Habana's left laundry.
Okay, so you have hard breach here. Take the fuser.
Hey, you're dropping the fuser. Looks like you're gonna try and make a play. Nice shot. Then you get smashed. I don't know what that first guy even let you get through. Look, dude, again, it's just one of those things, like, mechanically, you know, silver, you're gonna fly through silver, but you're just gonna get hard capped, and, like, probably in gold, realistically, you probably won't be able to kind of achieve the same level of play that you did on PC, right? Like, let's be real about it, bro. Like, this isn't the first, you know, you haven't been playing keyboard and mouse for 2 weeks. Or maybe you have. Maybe you just cracked out of your mind. But mechanically, you're going to be fine for silver, but you're not going to be, game sense wise is really what's going to hold you back as soon as you leave these ranks. But yeah. Okay, match point again. 3-2. You're on the ace again. We're going to be defending. They're going to be in kitchen dining. So again, like you kind of, especially now this time, you're the only hard breach. You kind of gotta know what you're doing in here around this window. I'll be honest with you. And again, this is just once more like it's happening basically every single round. You're just like hoping that people make mistakes. And really, that's the thing in this rank. People will make mistakes. Wouldn't surprise me if some guy runs past this window right now and you get a frag, But it's first of all, you'll get to a place where people don't really make these mistakes that much, right? And then what you'll get is not only people don't make these mistakes, but they actually punish people who look for the mistakes, right? And that's where, it's just that's why I'm trying to tell you, like. You can probably win the majority of your games here in silver by playing like this, by doing this sort of play, this sort of style. But you can definitely do it by kind of following the pattern of the that more fundamental style of siege. You can definitely do it that way. One of them ways is going to give you good practice for when you do encounter better players and better teams along the line, right? The other way won't. The other way is going to hold you back. So the faster you can kind of shake off this mentality, the better, because as a hard breacher, you shouldn't be kind of solo pushing through this window, my bad. But again, I bet, like, lo and behold, there'll probably be someone that runs past this window. Okay, so the Nomad's here with you now. So I'd rather see like a small tower push or something like that. But let's check it out. Let's see what we got.
Running? Is there anyone there, Nomad? No.
Okay, Nomad said it's clear. You're pushing directly into sight. You said, today, I'm not playing games. Today, I'm pushing sight. Sparta! Frostmat, nice. Okay, there's one close, but you're probably going to get swung on that door too. Okay, that Jaeger. Let me just show you something really quick, guys. So, like, this is like a little tiny skill that that you should try and learn as best you can. But if you actually listen to this Jaeger, right? So listen to how many bullets this guy's just shot, and he knows that the ace is right beside him, or someone's right beside him. So let's count it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Call it 7. 4, 5, right? So that's 11 bullets. So that means of a 31 bullet clip, he's got at least 20 bullets left. At least, right? And what does he do? He reloads. And that's what gets him killed, right? So you definitely don't want to be reloading for the sake of reloading. I'll tell you that right now. But nicely played. You've pushed sight. You've hit it hard. So right now as well, just another FYI, like if you are doing something like this, just chuck your drone, bro. Chuck your drone facing this side, facing down towards Big Tower, because that'll just watch you back then, right? You don't need to really be worrying about this, and you can just focus on the door that is far, like really, it's probably where they're coming from. We know there's at least one in there. And you can kind of help your teammates pinch these remaining few players, and you don't have to worry about your flank, rather than trying to kind of watch two things at once. And there we go, right? So like even if you had that drone there, you'll be able to just kind of focus on that one door and something like that wouldn't have happened. You can just say, yo, check out my drone, watch my drone, and that's it. And then your flank is completely covered. Okay, so one-on-one.
Crouch now. If you want to swing, you can. I think you're better against him. Nice.
Nice. Well played. Yeah, so like, look, realistically, man, like mechanically, you're fine. I think you know that as well. Like mechanics aren't going to be what's holding you back. It's definitely that play style, right? So, making sure that you're not putting yourself in positions where you're isolated. Trying to make sure that you've got teammates there ready to trade. Don't over-aggress when you have man advantage. Trade down and secure the round, right? When you're on attack, don't just crab walk around and do some crazy stuff that works 1 in every 4 rounds. Don't do that because, again, it's just these habits are going to hold you back when, you know, you've told me that you kind of have aspirations to play competitively and to do things like that. And like, you know, mechanically, and you look like you can. Like, you look like you're already better than these, or you think you're better than these guys anyway, because you've played at a level on PlayStation, and you are. But as you progress, that sort of mentality and that sort of play style is seriously going to hold you back. Yeah, that's just the reality, right? So when you're on your attacks, let's see some more fundamental Siege. Let's get the practice in now on PC. All right, so let's work towards pushes. Let's get walls open, especially if playing hard breach. Let's get them walls open, and let's go for an execute, right? Let's practice that higher level Siege so that you're ready for it when you get there. Okay, but for the most part, man, I'm sure you'll be fine. Keep me updated on the journey, and you know, for everyone else that's here, I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, if you did, be sure to drop a sub to the Pittsburgh Knights. And if you want to check out some more coaching videos, feel free to come and check out my channel. The link should be in the description below. But yeah, without wasting too much time, dudes, I will see you in the next one. Peace.